Let's talk about the countdown to the State of the Union, Larry. The president has a good story to tell. He's set to promote the, quote, great American comeback during the third address that he'll be giving tonight, the annual speech, touting a strong economy, even stronger nation ahead of his expected impeachment acquittal tomorrow. The president is also expected to use the address to relaunch the 2020 campaign. Is the campaign going to be all about the 2020 election? What should we expect tonight?
Well, look, a big chunk of the speech will talk about our economic achievements. And, well, we should. And the president is very proud. You have, in my view, when you and I have talked about this, I think his policies, okay, tax cuts, business deregulation across the board, opening up the energy sector to independence, new trade deals to stop unfair practices and so forth, those four pillars have rebuilt and transformed the American economy. America is working with a 3.5% unemployment rate, and that is across the board for every single group. And there is this blue-collar boom going on, which we haven't seen in, gosh, at least 25 years, where not just, I mean, the low end is actually performing the best of all the quintiles, but the middle class, the direct middle class, average family income about close to $66,000 after taxes and after inflation. That's a $5,000 increase.
That's
$5,000 per family.
Nice.
From the base of the prior administration. That is an enormous number that we have not seen in well over 2 decades.
Yeah, no, it's very powerful. No wonder the consumer has been solid like a rock. Markets obviously have liked this Trump presidency so far, but many 2020 Democrats are now talking about sweeping economic changes if they're elected. So, Larry, what do markets do if somebody beats the president in 2020? Look, we think Bernie Sanders is soaring right now, and even though the establishment in the Democratic Party doesn't want him to, he's got very different policies than President Trump. He's going to try to reverse it all.
I've heard that he has different policies. I've heard a lot about that. No, the president's not a socialist. He has said that. Look, I can't plan for that. I want to make a slightly different but related point, Maria. The people on the other side of the aisle have painted a picture of gloom and doom and deep recession, except for maybe 9 fat cats on Wall Street who are getting rich. That is utterly false. That is one of the greatest examples of cognitive dissonance I have ever seen. And we will rebut that, including this evening's speech, including the president's brilliant speech in Davos. We will rebut that with facts. We will show just how well the blue-collar middle class is done. We will show how the lower classes, the production managers are increasing their wages faster than their bosses. In the stock market rally, over half American households own shares one way or the other. Household net worth is soaring for the bottom 50%.
Right.
I think 47%. The top 1% only up 13%. We have numbers, Hispanics, blacks, women, young people, the so-called millennials.
Yep.
This is a deep, widespread boom.
Okay.
It is reducing. Hang on. I just want to make this point. Unlike the socialist charges, the actual facts show that we are reducing inequality, even while the rising tide is lifting all boats.
Yeah,
that is very unusual.
Absolutely.
And that's because he's unlocked opportunity in this country.
Yeah,
unlocked
and we've said that.